If you run Meta ads, you need to see this. This week, Business Insider ran a story about brands whose ads got quietly rewritten by Meta's AI. Not their targeting changed, but the actual creative. So the image and the ad copy, the thing the brand spent weeks crafting and getting approved, it changed. Automatically, without anybody clicking yes or saying, yes, I want this to be done. And here's the part that should bother you. This is not a bug. This is the product working exactly as designed by Meta. Let me show you what happened, and then I'll open my own ads manager and show you how to deal with all of those pesky creative enhancements. Here's the story. Meta's AI advertising dreams have become a nightmare for brands. A few things that stand out here is how Meta says this is on you and not on us. So when somebody actually reported this to Meta and then Business Insider asked what happened, here's what they replied. They said, and Meta spokesperson said, the company's terms of service state that AI can make mistakes and that it is the advertiser's responsibility to review the AI outputs. But as we all know, that's not exactly how it works. When you make an edit on your ad that has been going on for some time, Meta will sneak in changes that you didn't want to be there in the first place. To me, it's crazy exactly what Rock says here, that it is somehow now accepted as a new standard operating procedure. And it's not the first time I've heard this. Some of our customers have mentioned this as well, that they now feel like they have to double and triple check everything. So they have QA checklists with 35 sub-points to go through once an ad has been uploaded. It's pretty wild. And I think this is specifically bad if you actually care a lot about your brand. If your brand took a long time to be built, maybe it's a really old brand, maybe you are working on behalf of a client, and I think this is where we really see this play a bigger role, is when you work on behalf of a client, they have employed you, they are paying for your services to obviously get good results, but also to not make stupid mistakes. And this will just look like a stupid mistake. This will look like carelessness. And if there's carelessness involved, trust erodes. And when trust erodes, you may end up losing a client. And all because Meta just pushed something onto an ad that shouldn't have been there in the first place, that was never approved, etc., etc. Also, Meta does not oftentimes with their AI features actually give you a real preview, a real way to review the AI enhancements. Because when you click on that preview button, they will show you the basic version of it, but because they're adapting it in real time to each user, you don't actually get to see all of the output. So this idea of saying that it's the advertiser's responsibility to review the AI outputs, that completely defeats the point. So it's a bit of a wild statement, and yeah, I thought what would be a good way to drive that point home, if not by checking what Ads Manager actually does. So let's try to create a new ad and see what actually happens. Okay, we're here in Ads Manager, so let's create an ad. I would say probably the most common way people create ads is not totally from scratch. So let's be a little bit friendly here and let's actually duplicate an existing ad that just happens to be here already. So I'm going to take this ad and hit duplicate. Don't want to apply the recommendations, and I don't want to have any existing reactions because I want to actually swap out the creative. Cool. So we have our Facebook page, Instagram profile. Good. Multi-advertiser ads is already turned off. Great. The website is fine. Let's keep it that way. Okay, cool. We have all of these turned off, but now we actually want to change the media. So in this case, there's a bunch of different media, related media that we definitely don't want. So let's delete this and add just a new one. And so I have an image ad here. Let's upload. Okay. All right. Uploading the image. Cool. Okay, great. I don't want any of this to be turned on, so let's turn off website highlights. Cool. Let's just use the original for now. Okay, the text is fine. We can edit this afterwards as well. I don't want any of this. Okay, so how do I do this? Enhancements, definitely on music. Don't want text overlays. Okay, that's good. And then we definitely do not want to translate. No. Wow. Okay, definitely don't want any of these. I guess that means we're not translating. Hopefully. Cool, good. We have, let's double check our website URL. This is luckily turned off. We have the assets. We don't want to have AI generated images. We don't want a product set. We want just single media. We have one headline, sorry, one primary text, one headline. Ah, that was an accident. Don't want any of those. Okay, they decided to turn on more essential enhancements that of course we don't want. So let's go here, and it looks like these were the ones that we actually had turned off before. Can we do that? No. Okay. So apparently I cannot turn them off in bulk. It's not clear how it works. Sure. Cool. So Advantage Plus Creative Enhancements are turned off. Essential Enhancements are turned off. This is turned off. Creative testing, nope. Good, okay. I mean, easy enough, huh? Let's preview and publish. Of course, I should have given it another name, but let's pretend that that's what we wanted to do. Okay, good. Now, let's try doing the same thing in Kitchen. So, in Kitchen, we need to duplicate an ad. So, let's take the same ad here, and we're now in Kitchen. So, let's say we want to import information from an ad. We can use the one that we just created, or we use the old one. Cool, so we now have everything in here. We have the ad set, the name, a new name, and let's simply get the asset in here, and that's it. It's ready to be launched. Cool, so that took about 5 seconds. It's not live yet, it's being sent, but we can now also see it in Ads Manager. So there we go. We have this new ad, and most importantly, this new asset. None of the creative enhancements, essential enhancements were turned on. And that is because in Kitchen, we allow you to manage all of the creative enhancements in one place. So you only have to set them up once. You don't have to deal with them every single time you want to create an ad. You literally just fill in the values. And if you just want to swap out the creative assets, then that's all you need to do. And you can drag them in, you can copy and paste the link from Google Drive, you can pull them from Google Drive, you can import them in bulk. If you have multiple assets with different aspect ratio, it will be grouped automatically. If you have naming conventions, they can be handled, etc., etc. So all in all, significantly faster and much more fun to do. So I can highly recommend checking it out. Book a demo with us if you want to. And if you want to continue dealing with what we just saw here, then that's okay too. You just need to know which buttons to click.